Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Becca and we are filming a houseplant unboxing actually outside. I'm super excited about this. Honestly, it feels so good out here. I mentioned before that I made an order to Land of Alice. I ordered a Hoya and then I ordered a not surprise box, but like on the website there was an option to get some trailing plants mystery box, like a trailing plants mystery box. So it says it contains 2 to 6 random easy plants, and I picked the two plants option because my green wall is almost done. I'm so excited. I think I only needed like 2 or 3 more plants to go up there, so I figured this would be easy and like I don't have to worry about making the decision on what plants they are. So I'm excited about that. This is a great way to package a plant. I really like this. Anyway, it's just like craft paper. This is how I wrap my plants when I am shipping them. And I've basically just taken notes from companies that I order from to see how they do it and like what's the least amount of spillage techniques. And this is definitely one of them. Ooh. Okay, so it's an Enjoy or a Pearls and Jade. This one kind of gives me more Pearls and Jade vibes, but I don't actually know which it is. So there's that. That's really cute. It looks slightly different than the one that I already have. What is that bird? So I think it is maybe the Pearls and Jade. Okay, the other one. Oh, look at that. Oh, this is so pretty. I almost bought one of these today when I was out. I went to pick up groceries and you know, the Sam's Club is right next to Lowe's. So I walked over and I was curious and I saw a bunch of these. None that were this long though. I haven't had good luck with this plant in the past. I have killed one pretty recently. So I hope that I can redeem myself with this one. We will have to see. I'm excited about those though. Those will be some nice texture on the wall. Just like some nice color variation, because I've mentioned that I wanted to get some plants that were lighter leaves because so many of the plants up there are like standard leaf color, which actually is a little bit dark. So it all kind of blends in with each other. This is basically going to be a Hoya haul because after I show this, I have like 5 more Hoyas I want to show you that I got from a friend, and I'm super excited about them. I love this fluff. I just think it's like one of the smartest things that people started implementing in their shipping because it adds just some cushion without adding a ton of weight, and I don't know, I just think it's really smart and I always keep it. I actually ran out of it and when I was shipping a plant to my friend, and I ended up using like some little piece of fabric. But anyway, this is the Hoya crassipediolata. Humor me on the pronunciation. But look at how pretty it is. It's a veiny leaf Hoya. I just think it's so pretty. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. I love it. And there's like these big trailing pieces, which is so fun. And they also have some growth on them, which is great. I love to see that. I have to say, doing this outside is so stress-free. Like I'm getting dirt all over the ground and I'm not even stressed about it because I'm outside. Okay, slight change in angle because I wanted to be up closer to show this to you. Oh, it's so pretty. I'm so excited about this. It's gonna be perfect on the wall. Like it's already trailing. It's gonna be amazing. And then I have 5 other small Hoya cuttings that I wanted to show you too. I got these from one of my patrons, Teresa. She's amazing. We did like a little trade situation. So actually she just gave these to me without expectation of anything, but I wanted to send her a plant, so I did. Anyway, this is the Hoya viola. There's some in here that I've never heard of before, or like, yeah, didn't even know existed. So that's exciting. And I apologize in advance for my nails, okay? Haven't gotten around to painting yet. Anyway, Hoya viola. Look at those amazing leaves. This one looks a lot newer, and they're all living in these little, I think probably like Dixie cups. This is a method that Adam uses, and I think Nicole uses it too, but it's just like a little cup with holes at the bottom. And it's perfect to root Hoya because it's clear and you can see the roots. And I do believe that that is De La Tank's soil. that it was rooted in. So Adam has rooted lots of Hoya in De La Tanks and had great success, which is amazing. I have also rooted Hoya in De La Tanks before and also had success. Okay, Leo's coughing. Sorry about that. This one has great roots. This is the caudata. I think this is the initial one that she was gonna send me, and then she threw in others. But look at how nice those leaves are. It's so unique. Like, I don't have any Hoya that kind of have this funky leaf situation. I just think that is so cool. My camera does not know where to focus. I feel like I'm me in like 2020 when I had my old camera trying to get my camera to focus. This one is super cool. I've never heard of this one. This is the Hoya Velvet, and it's aptly named. The leaves are like super soft and they're hairy, so I think that's why they are kind of velvety. But you can see how beautiful is that. And I think there's 3 pieces in here. So we got lots to work with. I'm super excited about this one. I think this is a newer leaf. Yeah, it's just like really soft, and I really like the lighter green color on this one. I think it's super unique. And then we have the Hoya Chelsea, which I do not have. They're super cool. They're just like very round leaves, and they are pretty veiny, and they're also super thick, which is great for me because it means that it can hold water for a little bit longer. Look at how cool. Oh my gosh, I'm absolutely obsessed. There's a leaf over here too. It's so pretty. I love it. And we have like some growth up here. So hopefully I can get it to grow and it'll make a big, beautiful plant. And then last but not least, we have, I think this is the Hoya Sunrise. Thankfully, they were all labeled on the cup because I forgot what all of these are called. Hoya Sunrise are pretty well known for their like pink colors. Obviously, like a sunrise pink. And this happens due to sun stress. So succulents will get sun stressed, and some Hoya can also get sun stressed, but it basically just means that the plant is getting a lot of light and it will just kind of turn pink, kind of like a sunburn, but like not in a bad way necessarily. So this one doesn't look as rooted, although I do see, oh, I think that's a mushroom. I do see some roots in here. So these are all gonna stay in these little containers until they look much more filled out. And then I have like a ton of small pots that I'm going to put them in because I don't have that many like tiny plants anymore. A lot of my plants have grown out of those situations. So I'm pretty excited. Now I'm gonna go see if I have pots for these new bigger plants that I got from Land of Alice. And if I do, then we'll do a little repotting. I was able to find pots, thankfully. I don't know if they're gonna be like exactly the right size, but I got these at an estate sale recently, and they're kind of like an even more shallow terracotta pot than the standard shallow terracotta pot that I get. So that's exciting. I think all 3 of these actually came from that estate sale. So if you're ever looking for pots, especially like terracotta, I think those were like 50 cents each from the estate sale. There's a few things that estate sales always have, and well, maybe not always, but like a lot of the time they will, and that is sewing and craft supplies and pottery. At least in my area, we have a lot of quilters, and people garden here a lot because it's a great zone to garden. So I find that there's always like lots of big pottery too, like outside. Like when you're just like walking up to the house, people have planters outside, and at an estate sale, pretty much everything is for sale. Don't sleep on that. I definitely have gotten a few like pretty large pots for a great price at an estate sale. Since this one is like all unwrapped, we'll do this one first. This looks like one that would really prefer a trellis just based on how these vines are going. And I am going to keep that in mind, but it is gonna go on the wall for now. So we'll see long term if I change that. This weekend we did a big garage clean out, which was so good. I don't know about any of you, but our garage is kind of somewhat of a dumping ground. And it's where all of our dreams and trash goes to die. And sometimes it gets a little out of hand. Like when Daniel and I were cleaning it up, we're like, this would be really great content, but this is also super embarrassing. So we're not gonna share this, but we just were thinking about like, oh man, this would be such a satisfying video to watch. But no, I'm not willing to. There's a lot that I'll share online and show just for the sake of like normalizing things. And of course I want to normalize having a less than perfect garage, but I can tell you about that. I don't need to show you, right? So if you haven't yet, this is your sign before it gets too hot to clean out your garage and sell some stuff on Marketplace. I made like almost, no, yeah, it was definitely like $200 or a little bit more off of just random stuff that was sitting in our garage and was just taking up space. And we were kind of like, not like, you know how you have like a doom room where you just like shove things? It was like that, but it was our garage. And the things were not being used anymore. Like we decided like we didn't want them anymore, so they just ended up there. It was a long day, but we managed to look through everything and we got rid of so much, and it was great. And we made some money, which we were able to use for this repair on our house, which was great. So I don't know, all in all, it was a good thing to do. I'm really happy that we did it. But here's this one potted up. This pot size is maybe slightly large for it, considering the roots weren't as developed as I thought, but there was definitely good roots in there. You just never know if it's gonna like fill the entire pot or not. But this is a really nice nursery pot. I want to keep this. It's also like not a terrible color by any means. I like this attached saucer thing, and I'm gonna keep this. As I speak about how I just got rid of a ton of stuff, but not plant stuff. Like I feel like this would be great for the greenhouse, hanging something in the greenhouse. We'll see. Next up we have, I don't think I even said what this is a Syndapsis Moonlight. And oh, it's just so pretty. This plant is so pretty. Please wish me luck with this next one. I hope that it goes better. I think that it will. I don't know. The last one I had, it died pretty slowly. So if anything, it'll be a slow death. And I can enjoy it for a long time. I think that it doesn't like drying out as much as I usually let my plants dry out. So this pot is a little big, so I think that might actually be perfect for it because it'll hold moisture for a bit longer. Being that it's in terracotta always dries out really fast. So I find myself not being as nervous to pot plants in pots that I would consider slightly too big. Too small I don't like doing, but I have done it. You guys have seen. But like I'm less nervous about potting plants in bigger pots than they might need. Like I talked about on my podcast a few days ago. Hold on, first of all, look how beautiful. So cute. So cute. And the pot came pre-patinaed since I bought it used. It's like the best. I don't have to worry about like, well, I don't worry about it, but I don't have to wait for it to get that natural patina. I just get to enjoy it right away. What was I saying prior? Oh, I talked about it on my podcast that I actually potted up all of my ficus last year in pots that I would usually deem way too big. Like I think those pots are like, I don't know, 18 to 20 inches. They're very big. And the plants were previously in 12-inch pots. So I usually say don't go up more than 2 inches, but I went up a lot more than 2 inches and it has been amazing. Like they didn't lose any leaves this winter and they've just looked so good. And I feel like having those extra big pots is better for them because ficus are trees. Like, I don't know, I just feel like they like having a bigger pot. I don't know, I feel like what people normally say, especially with like fiddly figs, is like they like the tight root ball situation. But I don't know, like I guess it's different for each individual plant with each individual environment. Like I'm not gonna say everybody should put their ficus in really big pots. Don't do that. But it worked out really well for me, and I will share that, and you can do with that information what you will at your own risk. But I'm just saying that I've never had like super happy ficus, and they didn't like put out growth, like a ton of growth over the winter by any means. I don't think they put out any growth this winter, and that's pretty normal, but I at least lose half the leaves on the plant. And this winter on my Ficus elasticas, I didn't lose any leaves. So I don't know. I only watered them a number of times this winter. Like I really neglected them a lot. And I don't know, maybe like treating them like a tree and putting them in like a much bigger pot was the ticket. I don't know. Let me know if you guys have done that with your ficus. If you want to try it, let me know how it goes for you. I don't know if there's gonna be like a huge difference like right away. It might take a while like it did for me to like really see any sort of change, but I'm really happy that I did it. And pots are also just really pretty, so I'm happy to have them in those. But anyway, that is going to be the end of the video, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, repotting these 3 plants and seeing the 8 new plants that I got. I'm super excited to have all of these cute little Hoya and have these plants for my wall. It's gonna be great. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, make sure that you subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications so that you know when I upload. But I am uploading right now every Tuesday and Thursday in the morning. So you can hang out with me while you're getting ready for work or while you're on your, well, don't watch on your commute. You should be driving and paying attention to the road, but maybe your lunch break or whatever else. I'd love to hang out with you. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.